tonight, play this, as promised, the extra number from Richard Dawson, who was in session with Mark a little earlier.
Isagog is my daughter, and I am called Temperance. We live here together in the old Roman villa. Now is our evening lesson, hunched in the candle-flushed rubble of this once opulent atrium. Whittle down the poplar shafts where necessary, bending flat, rub each smooth upon that flap of fresher shark skin. Touch your newly wedded scram sacks to the thinnest end and cut the knocks in. Next with beeswax we glue on the fletchings of a hooper swan, make them fast with sinew wrought from the void left by a horse. The bones of our innocent dead will fashion arrowheads. She asks why we spend precious time crafting our sheaths by hand, when we could acquire all we need from the basil at Beagnall, or one of the abundant caskets of parting cloud that every sundown float to ground on their dark balloons. I answer her as best I may, that in a world such as today's, where each person can display a bounty of data on the quivering cave wall of their eyeball at the merest flick of a lash. The only facts of any worth are not so easily dispersed. Yes, it matters how we learn. Real knowledge must be earned. Everything else is a husk. Wisdom simulacrum. To the interior we ride at pace. The greyhounds swaddle in our laps, sun blazing on our backs. We dismount in mountain shade and go on foot, bows ready, to the realm of the fabled three-faced hag. How gracefully she navigates the craggy boulder-strewn terrain. My best ever daughter is fast-flowing water. A funny thing occurred. It's the first time a child of mine has grown past the age of 10, making me the younger one. Rocks go sliding into air, hands of cloud ruffle our hair as we climb the bluff towards the entrance of the beast's lair. Near the top we hunker down in the glitching frost of a thistle bush to wait for him there. Seconds, minutes, hours drip away down the darkened porchway. Azure dissolves to pink, and just as we begin to think about giving up and heading home, there comes a fearful music. Draw back your bow and slow your loads when the cross glows. Release your hungry arrow. I hear you whisper no. Your arrow falls limp in the snow. The monster retreats. You wipe the tears from my Isagog is my daughter, and I am called Temperance.
Complete with the beeping as promised at the end by Mark Riley when I spoke to him about that recording earlier. That's Richard Dawson, an extraordinary version of The Tip of an Arrow in session from earlier this evening. The rest